support.
You understand what I'm saying?
Understand?
I'm at peace with me.
Yes.
And I'm at peace with my God.
Awesome.
Good job. Good job.
Thank
And
you.
I'm at peace with everybody else around me. I might not like some of the things these people in here do, but that is not my concern as long as it's not being done to me.
That's right.
If I'm not going to stand in front of you and see you do it to somebody else without speaking up about it. But if it's not in my face, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Okay.
You know?
Yep.
Thank you for sharing. Let's give it to her, y'all. All right. Okay. Gossip. Anybody gossip? I don't
Yeah.
like that.
I come from a gossiping neighborhood.
Come on, sis, right here. What's your name?
My name is Carol, and I'm a grateful recovering person.
Hey, Miss Curly.
Gossip. And I'm all of the above, but I don't choose to practice today. I'm a liar, I'm a thief, I'm a drug user. All of that's on your list is a past tense for me.
Okay.
But I was there. I celebrated 30 years in September.
Hey.
To use, abuse any people, places, and things. But I have found it necessary to stay honest with the most important person in this room. Is me.
That's right.
I lived a lot from 17 to 32. I believed a lot. But today I can't lie. When God shows me that I have a defect, it's for me to do something about it. See, because I'm going to die with some of them defects of her. And that has nothing to do with me maintaining my sanity. You understand? When he reveals I have that problem, I do something about it. I got 12 steps that I incorporate in my life all day long. I pray. I meditate. Because sometimes, I want to lie. I want to sit around and gossip. But if I'm sitting around talking about somebody, at the end of that conversation, what's the solution? I like working on the solution.
That's right.
You know, I like to carry the message, not the mess.
Okay.
But I sit amongst them. Oh, yeah. And I take it to the source. What we going to do about this? You know, gossip, it happens. You're a product of your environment. If you sit around people that's talking about somebody, renting space in their head, talking about somebody else. What about you? What's going on with you? You tell me what this one doing and that one doing and what he doing. What you doing? What's the solution? How we gonna change that? This is a community, a fellowship of men and women sharing our experiences and over each other, so we can solve some common problems. Because the bottom line, it's just not that bad. It's not that bad. As bad as we make it. We've always had a power of choice. And I've come a long way, and I got a long way to go. But this peace, this joy, and this happiness I have in my heart, I wish I could give it to you. But you got to do what I do to get it. Take some suggestions. Reason things out. You can't hold on to them street ways. I don't regret it, but I don't bring it in my recovery. Because if I do one thing, I'm going to do another. Then I'm going to do another. Then I'm going to go somewhere around somebody, and I may not be spiritually fit. And I'm going to drink again. Because I cannot be honest with myself and that God of my understanding. You know, God is good.
All the time.
You know, all the time. I try to carry the message. I try not to sit in the gossip. But if I can't work on that solution, I'll get up and leave.
Very good.
Thank you for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing. All right.
Hey guys, you know what they say when people coming up with all the gossip, this is a good thing to do? have you talk to that person about that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
If they carry a bone to you, most likely they'll carry a bone to somebody else about you. You understand what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
They talk about somebody else, they'll talk about
That's
you.
what they do.
How about closed-minded? Anybody closed-minded?
What do you mean closed-minded?
Closed-minded means, like she was talking about, open up your mind and receive new information. If you don't like the messenger, it's hard to listen to the what? The message. Anybody hear that? Say she getting on your nerves, Miss Teresa. But Miss Teresa, but she's telling you truth. But because you don't like Miss Teresa, you can't what? Receive the truth. Your mind is closed.
Okay.
That's what we're talking about. So in spite of it, if you don't like somebody in here, that person is helping you what? Grow.
Grow.
Who believe that? Yeah, I know that's right. The person that you don't like is the one's going to help you up, keeping you spiritually sharp.
That's going to be iron sharpens
Iron, iron.
agitation. So when clothes is in a washing machine, right?
Uh-huh.
The clothes is dirty, they soil, right?
Yeah.
You pour the the stuff on it, right?
That's right.
And guess what it does? When it starts shaking, the chemicals start agitating and loosening up the dirt.
Uh-huh.
So that's what happens when you run into people that's pushing your buttons and doing all this and that. They loosening up the dirt. And once you walk through it, you're going to be a cleaner, because what don't come out the rinse is going to come out in the wine.
That's right.
So you got to go through something to get through something.
That's right. Good food. How about power and control? Power and control. Anybody in boo loving? Anybody in relationships? Anybody worried about the significant other? About how people think and how people operate?
Yeah, I've been in situations with power and control.
Power and control.
Yeah.
The terrorists. Who's that, Rob? The terrorists.
Oh, terrorist, the one that loves you to death.
Anybody hear that? If I can't have you,
Nobody will. You be in the supermarket, you on aisle 4, they in aisle 5. You looking for the soup? Here you go, baby. I don't want nobody to mess with my baby. I saw you talking to the cashier.
if I can't have you, nobody else will. Everybody hear that?
Yeah.
And then sometimes some people don't want you no more, but they don't want nobody else to have you.
Right. They kill you too.
Anybody hear that? Right, and it be what? Murder, suicide. We know a lot of that be going on. Power and control. How about number 2? The drill sergeant. Who's that, Rob?
Drill sergeant. Yesterday took you 5 minutes to go to the store. Today took you 10 minutes to go to the store.
Oh.
Who have you been having sex with?
Oh, they crazy.
I smell draws. They check the draws. They be like, what's going on?
Anybody had to walk on eggshells in relationships?
Might not say
In
the wrong
friendship.
thing.
Right.
Don't
My
say it.
ex-wife was that way. And listen, how many women here are abusive? How many women they're abusive? You put your hands on your man. No woman like that?
Y'all never cut nobody. Y'all never cut. Y'all some good people down here. I love women that cut.
Come on, what you say?
I'm like that if he put his hands on me.
Okay, so
I
yeah.
watch my father beat my mother. I watch my sister's husband beat them. I've been through a lot. So if a man put his hands on me, whether I can beat his ass or not, I'ma fight back, and I know I'ma have to fight like hell, because if I don't, he gonna hurt me. So it gonna be 2 hurts and trauma team in the emergency room.
Who remember the burning bed? Thank you for sharing that. Anybody seen the burning bed?
Message.
She had a barbecue.
Message.
Guess who the meat was? He was the meat. Set him on fire. Who know about Lorraine Bobbitt? The Shiro. She was from a third world country. Her husband was a veteran. He was a Marine. He get drunk and rape her. She said, not no more. Chop this penis off when he went to sleep. Yo, got the car keys and the penis in his hand, blood coming through her fingers, driving to her friend's house. She said, what the hell did you just do? She leave out of there hysterically and throw his penis out the window. 50 feet from 7-Eleven. Cops grab it and say, we have something, we got it.
Put it on ice. Put it on ice.
Take his penis to the hospital. Stitch it back on. He do 5 porno movies.
Yeah,
Frank and Bobby.
With a decapitated penis. Power and control. The best relationship, like she said, is with what? Yourself. Anybody hear that? The best relationship is what? With yourself. People who don't work on themselves always hide behind everybody else. Behind everybody else.
Let me interject that. She said something. You said, at least I had a husband. You know, sometimes society gives us this time clock, right? time clock where you're supposed to have your job, house, car, white picket fence, 2.5 kids. You know what I mean? And your friend, you competition with your kid. Oh, my junior went to college. My kid went to trade school. It's like competition. So inside our minds, it's like we like with everybody else, a competition. But guess what? Keeping up with the Joneses. It's best to be happy with you. You know what? When we talk to people who do the drugs and alcohol, you know, and so forth, we found out that they have a hole in their heart. That's why when they're by themselves, they don't feel alone. They feel lonely. And it's a big difference. You should be able to go to dinner by yourself.
Yes.
You should be able to. You should be comfortable. You should be able to do that. Now, when you can't do that, that's a problem. You can't do that once you get in a relationship. It's no longer a relationship. It's a hostage-ship. So, and you're trying to really pull somebody closer to you, but you're really pushing them away. If you understand what I'm saying, you rather have somebody love you than fear you.
It reminded me of the guy who played the NFL football, and he was a wide receiver. He was a starter, and he got the girl pregnant, and hired somebody to kill her. He's just getting home from jail right now, and wasting his whole career.
Ray Caruth.
Whole career, and you got money. Listen, great relationships. Relationships, a big piece. How about resentments? Who got resentments? Who holding grudges?
I'm not holding any, but I had.
I used to. I had plenty of them.
Okay, all right, resentments.
Is resentments danger to hold on to?
Yeah, number one offender.
Yeah, they are.
You holding a grudge in the back. What you say?
Give us a grudge. Give us one grudge.
What's your name?
Teresa,
Hey, Miss Teresa.
Give us one grudge, Miss Teresa.
being used.
Uh-oh. Now, are we using or are we a volunteer?
I'm being used. So I'm not a volunteer. I speak out. I lash out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Miss Jean them come looking in my face. I don't like being used.
Mm.
And sometimes I forgive. I should forgive because God won't forgive me if I don't forgive. But I don't want to take it down that road no more.
Good. Amen.
You set boundaries. Set boundaries. Right. Some people think they can walk over people, you know what I'm saying, who might feel like they can't really advocate for themselves. Because there's a lot of takers. And not too many and a few givers, but a lot of takers. Alright? Put your boundaries up. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Come on, brother.
Yeah, I have resentments.
What's your name, sir?
Excuse me?
That's Andre.
My name is Andre.
Hey,
Andre.
I have resentments on what you were speaking earlier about your parents, you know, abusing physically and mentally. And I went through that as an infant, right? And then as a juvenile. So I still have resentments, you know, even though my mother is passed away.
Transition.
And she been gone for a while, right? But before she passed away, you know, she made amends to me and said she was sorry for the things that she done to me, right? But for some reason, I still hold that in place, and you know, and I still act out on it at certain times. You know, like we said that you get violent towards your significant other, things like that. So that is true, and so you know, that's something that I'm working with. You know, it's hard for me in a relationship because as you want things to go your way and not being compatible, you know, half and half, 50-50. So you know, it's something that I deal with on a daily basis. You know, without a relationship and by myself, and you know, and like you were speaking a moment ago about loneliness. You know, to me, it's okay to be lonely. You know, it's okay. You know, like when I go upstairs in my room, I'm happy. I'm happy. You know, I listen to my music, I DJ, or whatever. You know, I'm just happy with it. And you know, sometimes I just get irritable when people knock at my door or somebody call me. Are you home? Oh, yeah, I'm home. I don't go nowhere. You know, just little things just get me irritable, and it's just something that I need to work on. You know, and I'm working on it, you know, every day of my life. You know, I've been working on this for 20, 30 years, but eventually, maybe one day I get there, but I'm not there yet.
Okay, you in recovery?
Yes.
How much time you got clean, Andre?
I don't know. I just don't tell the days. This, maybe, 5 months now?
Give it to him. Long Andre.
Hey, Drake, guess what, Drake?
Oh, bless
Guess what, Drake? It's cool. It's cool to have stuff. It's cool to enjoy stuff, right? But there's a saying. I'd rather have lost love than never loved at all. You understand? So it's going to come to the point where we're going to have to be able to learn how to share and bring another person into our life. Because that's what true life is. That's what living is. Being able to share. It's called reciprocity. You know, they can give, we can give. We're not keeping score. You know what I mean? We have to overcome those traumas, because if we don't overcome those traumas, they will still dominate our life, and we'll be by ourselves. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's cool to go to do some things for yourself, but understanding in all our movements, we want to be able to live with people.
Real quick, y'all. I know we about that time. Some solutions, like she was talking about. Some solutions. Number one, prayer. Do prayer work?
Yes.
How many milligrams?
100 milligrams. He said 100 milligrams of prayer. That's the medication that I take. Prayer that he take too. Prayer is very important. Who had foxhole prayers? Anybody had foxhole prayers?
What kind of prayer is that?
Foxhole prayers, right? What's foxhole prayers?
I hope they ain't running out of none of this dope.
Foxhole prayers.
They had some good stuff last week.
The other part is this. The other part is, Lord, if you get me out of this, I ain't never gonna do it again.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's foxhole
I was
prayers.
real religious at that time. When they pull a gun or something, they pull a gun on me. Oh, Jesus.
That's foxhole prayer. Now our prayers are what? Sincere. We sincerely pray. Right? Do we pray for other people?
Yes.
That's really important, right?
Yes.
Very
It's
good.
hard to be mad at people when you're praying for them.
Very good. Very good. How about patience?
I agree. A lot of patience.
Yes. What happened? Listen. What happened to the person here who don't practice patience? What can happen?
Chaos.
Chaos.
You never be at peace with yourself.
Never be at peace with yourself. Very
We
good.
got a place.
Heart attack, stroke.
Heart attack, strokes.
We got a facility. If you don't be patient, you'll be an impatient. You'll have a white robe on, no underwear, trying to get a cigarette. Come on, who got a light?
Who know patience is a virtue?
Yeah.
That's really important. Who been locked up?
No.
You know about patience. You know about patience. Who been in welfare? Get those. You know about patience.
Go down to PennDOT
Yeah.
at 9 o'clock in the morning. You be like, Lord, you are 959.
Hold up, they don't understand PennDOT. PennDOT is DMV.
DMV. Yes. So we know about what? Patience. Right? How about perseverance? I love this one. Perseverance. We persevere through all storms. Money is a storm.
Everything.
Death of a loved one is a storm.
Yeah.
Amen? Money is a storm. Our children is a storm. Relationships is a storm. Our health is a storm. I don't care what storm comes, we don't get high. Anybody hear that?
No matter what.
No matter what. Anybody hear that?
Yeah.
We persevere. Alright? Or some people don't even do drugs. They go back to jail. Some people like that. Some people lose their minds. Some people steal. Cause they what?
Substitute one for the other.
For another one. Some people are emotional eaters. Any emotional eaters in here?
Oh yeah, I gained 60 pounds in a month. I was getting meals. I was filling up when I could. 91.
Hey, honesty. Why is honesty important, y'all? We talked about it. Why is honesty important, y'all?
Free yourself.
Free yourself. Very good. Can we trust a liar?
No.
All right. Okay. How about this right here? Humility. Who work on being humble? Right. Why is it important to be humble?
If you're not, you'll lose it.
Very good.
And
Because it
also,
keeps you out of those institutions, jails, and death.
That's right. Y'all hear that? Being humble will keep us out of that. What you say?
it's less stress on you.
Less stress.
That's right.
They said if you won't get humble, you will be humiliated. Anybody hear that? You know somebody who talked real bad and when trouble came, they ran?
Yeah.
You had all that mouth, but listen.
Yeah, shoot me.
Nowhere to be found.
Shoot me.
Don't get too
Oh, you shot me. You shot me.
Yeah. Hey, you know people can cuss us up but can't read or write? All they gotta do is raise their hand and say, I need help with reading and writing, but they don't do that. Just cuss people out but can't read. All right.
That was me once upon a time.
It's okay to say you can't
I be
read.
honest. That was me would cuss you out good. Put that book in front of my face.
Humility, y'all gotta be humble. How about faith? Who faith is strong? Very good.
But you gotta do the work. Faith without work.
It's dead.
You gotta
Come on, your faith strong?
Yes.
What's your name?
Darlene.
Darlene. How do you know your faith is strong?
Because I've had it for many, many years.
Okay.
Okay. I got clean a whole lot of years ago. And I'm still here.
Okay.
Because of that.
Amen.
Yes.
How much time you have clean?
I have 20-some years.
Hey. All blessed. Listening. Is it important to listen?
Yes.
When somebody's talking, we should be what?
Quiet. And third, man.
Yeah.
Put
Can you
it
ask
in
me
what
that
they
question
saying,
again?
they listen.
Can you ask me that question again?
When people are talking, we should be what?
No, that's the first question.
What about listening?
About listening.
What
Is
about?
it important to listen?
Is it important to listen?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't losing my mind.
It really is.
Hey, matter of fact, they
Come on.
told us this. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means you should listen twice as much as you speak.
Yeah.
It was a girl in Philadelphia. She said she smoked coke her whole pregnancy. And she said she smoked so much coke she thought her baby was going to die in her womb. Listening. She said it's July 31st, right? She said when her baby came out her womb, she jumped so high she was in the 7th heaven. And by the time her feet came back from the 7th heaven, it hit earth, her baby went into seizures. And the baby held on for weeks, and the baby eventually dies. Devastates the mom. She smoke and trick like crazy.
With her boyfriend.
The night before what? The funeral.
I'm going to go to the funeral with you.
The day of the funeral, so tired from getting high and tricking, she falls asleep.
In the funeral.
In the funeral.
Right in
On
front of
the
her baby's
front row.
casket.
Snoring.
Listening. It was one girl said this, Muslim sister. She said, my mother she was an usher, and my father was a deacon. And my mother used to get me and my sisters ready to go in the basement to have sex with our father. You hear that? Psychological. Behind closed doors. You'd be surprised the horrors that goes on behind closed doors.
Horror stories.
Her oldest daughter is her sister. Anybody catch that? She had an abortion by her father. Anybody hear that? And she said until she was able to forgive her mother and her father, she can never stop using. It's only till she sincerely forgave their sickness, she was able to what? Stay clean.
And when we mean forgiveness, we're not saying what happened to her was okay. We saying that you develop the understanding that people are sick.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But
Yes.
you gotta forgive.
You got to understand it so you can move forward.
Right. Sick people do sick things, y'all.
Right.
How about purpose? This is real important. One more and we done. Purpose. Anybody know their purpose?
I know my purpose.
What's yours?
My number one, my purpose is to serve the Lord.
Okay.
And my purpose to stay on the right path, doing the right thing, thinking right. You know, I had to think some of the bad thoughts. Everything is a positive and it's going good for me.
Okay. Very good. Purpose.
My purpose is, like I said earlier, to be a motivational speaker. So because the things that I've been through, I believe strongly within my heart. And I can see and feel the vision that me being a speaker, that I can condition and change the mind and the hearts of others that been through what I've been through.
And they need you.
Yes.
Thanks for saying that. Come on, sis.
But my message turned to a message today.
Okay.
And I'm helping others out for what I went through, and I'm sharing it with others.
Okay.
And I'm trying to encourage them. But I'm not God. I tell them quick, I ain't God. But this was working for me. This was working for you.
Right.
You know?
Find your purpose, you find your passion, and you never work again. Y'all believe that?
Yes.
Very good. Last one is love. Agape love.
That's all I got.
Unconditional love. Everybody can unconditionally love you today?
I condition love.
When you look in that mirror, what do you see when you look in that mirror?
Yourself.
You see a queen?
Yes.
Do we see kings? Yes. That's right. We come in love all the way from Philadelphia to Washington, D.C. Hey, and listen, to carry the message. And if it's your will, we would love to come back. We all love to have us back?
Let me leave with this because this is something, boom, it's called Little Addict. Anybody ever know somebody that used real hard drugs? Real hard.
Yeah.
They might lose money, property, prestige, limbs, and all
That was
that.
me.
So this guy, Little Addict, right? This is what he did. Boom. He when he used, right, one time he lost his arm. He kept using on, and then he lost his leg, metaphorically speaking. So all that was left was his head. You ever hear the saying, if your butt ever drop off, take it to a meeting, somebody will put it on, right? So he gets out of rehab, and all that was left was a head. That's all that was left was a head, right? And he heard it saying, his old friend, Addict Man, came by and was talking to him. He said, Dag, man, you looking so good, you got the glow. You need to come around the way and show everybody that you doing great. And he heard this saying, they'll get you high before you what?
Get them clean.
Before you get them clean.
That's right.
But he went against his better judgment. He went with Addict Man to the bar, right? And so he was hanging around the bar, outside the bar. Somebody was smoking blunts, some loud, right? And he got contact, and next thing you know, arms popped out. Boop, boop. He's like, oh, man, this is what's going on. I could just hang around and this and that happened. Then he had arms, right? So somebody passed him a 40. He drank some Old English. He started drinking that, and his legs popped out. Boop, boop. He's like, oh, this is really it. This is what's going on. So he goes into the bar, and he starts dancing with the girls and all that kind of stuff. Then he seen somebody go in the bathroom, and you know what they do in the bathrooms in the bars, right? So he go in the bathroom in the bar, and he do his drug of choice. He came out, and he dropped dead. And Addict Man stood over top of him and said, he should have quit while he was ahead. Right now we not using, right? Yeah. So guess what? We have the strongest advantage against the disease of addiction. Yeah. So that's why they say quit while you're ahead.
Right. Hey, we love y'all. Who woke us up, y'all? God. Grant us the serenity to accept the things that cannot change, the courage to change the things that can, and the wisdom to know the difference. God's will, not ours, be done. Amen. All right, y'all.
I think that was blank with me. Should have stopped right there.
Keep coming back. It works if you work it.
God bless you.
You do?
Okay, I see y'all when y'all come back.
You got a number? You need one. I need my number. Yeah. You got a pen. God bless you, Mama. All right. We coming. Thank you. We coming back. Okay, we need you too. Yeah, right over here, right? Okay, we gonna talk to what's his name? John, right? John. Yeah.
Hey, big bro. Big bro, I like that ending. You should have quit while he was ahead. That's a good one there, boy. See you there. You coming back?
Yeah, we coming back.
All right.
Listen. You speak. You want to talk to young girls, women? You know, do you know who your audience, who you want to tell it to? Women in shelters, women that abused?
Women in shelters and abused.
Let me get your number.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I might ask you.
Okay. So what I do is I can start doing some research. When we talk to Mr. Thomas, find out when we coming, he'll post it up, let you know mine's the one's coming back.
I'll call you and get a hold of both of you.
I'm going to work on a speech so I can.
There you go.
So you guys come back.
God bless you. Amen. You got publishers? Okay.
And then I'll do it.
Got you. No, ma'am. I'll put my number on here. You know, y'all.
I bring you mail all the time. I knock on your door.
I'm so sorry. 6:32. You are
Yes,
so
I am.
I'm sorry.
I love you, man. It's so important, especially women.
I love you. I love people.
Here's right.
Okay.
Y'all call us anytime, okay?
Okay.
777. Help us out because we trying to come up here. We trying to grant, broaden our organization.
That sounds good.
Mine's a man. There you go. God bless you. Okay? You're welcome. Yes, we would love to do that. What's some of the bad schools? Like in Philly, they got Boones, Camelots. These are marginalized kids that nobody want to teach, nobody want to deal with. We want them. We don't throw our babies away. You know what I'm saying?
I can't think of a school like this right now.
Okay.
But you can talk to my grandson.
Yes, ma'am, right here. God bless you. Talk to him and call him. Thank you, Shan, sweetheart.
They twins.
They twins? How old are they?
They're 17, they work, they still in school, they stay in and they started their own business.
I only had one cookie.
Awesome.
I'm going to
Yeah, tell her to call me. Let her talk to
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Okay? All right. God bless you.
Yep.
Primary reason I died
Yes,
early.
sir.
Oh, no. Why you leave your
Y'all don't
cup?
have no printed literature and all of that on it, especially.
Well, that would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice to print.
I will bring, we'll bring that next week, I promise. The next time we come back, we'll have it all for you. I'm breaking these down for her. I'm writing them down for the acronyms.
And then I'll type them and print them for y'all.
Oh, you got
She working, she volunteered, she said. Oh, she working.
for my money.
I work it.
What you mean for my money?
They still here?
Rob, program, people.
Oh, you worked, you volunteered, then they hired you?
I went to the EC. I don't know what's over there. But now I'm a patient.
Rob, program, people rely on God.
People relying on God to relaying the message.
Can you do me a favor? You collect all of these cups and stuff here on those things.
To live, to what, a message, Rob?
Relying on God to relay a message.
Rob,
Relying
Derek,
on God to
Yes,
relay a
sir.
want
message.
some juice?
Yes,
I'll
sir.
put it in the refrigerator.
Yes, sir. Okay. What's the next one?
What is
Poor
right here in front of me?
people overlooking opportunities repeatedly.
Hey, I need all them acronyms. Yeah. What kind you want, Rob? I mean, Derek, Rob. I got sweet tea, diabetic tea, and tapioca.
Sweet tea, brother. People overlooking opportunities.
You diabetic.
It's only the same thing.
We would love to do that. I need your number,
I
okay?
have to, you have to repeat it.
Friday, how's Fridays? Fridays good? What days is good?
I work here.
Right.
But they have different, at different places.
Right here,
I
let me
know
go.
something that I'm and I know
Thank you, brother. Yes, sir.
Jordan's house,
Join the house? Here you go, Andre. Thank you, Shan, Andre. God bless you, brother. Right. Oh, boy.
Andre,
Yes.
I'm not gonna do it and bring you up. Okay.
We get our own.
All right.
I'm asking.
No, I'm asking, no, man. Cuss me out, no, man.
That's some of my work.
That's nice.
She's a professional, she.
It's
Thank you, bro.
reversible, you can wear it on both sides.
Nice. I like this. I got a big head. Can you make an extra large?
When y'all
You can see that right?
you like to know.
I like football. Yes, ma'am. To my team, the Baltimore Ravens. And y'all Washington.
What do you want?
Okay, you
This
know
one?